Hi, this is Peter. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Cane Pole Fishing Instruction. I realized when I talked about tackle box, I forgot something important. And since we're going to move on to actual fishing instruction, the actual fishing part, on the water, I needed to come across and do this. A lot of my previous videos, the pole videos, etc., showed a lot of live baiting techniques. Those same live baiting techniques and way you do the live bait will work with a rod and reel. I will probably get back to those and touch on those later on because I have a lot of information and content out there on that. I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm going to break this up into individual lure types and in some cases subtypes. Just try and keep the video short. There'd be a lot of information to impart. It'd be a very long video if I took plastic worms, for example, and talked about all the ways to rig a plastic worm, and I probably won't even talk about all the ways to do it. I will touch a base on them in a video, then I will show you 3, 4, whatever methods I use, depending on how I break it up. Same thing with all kind of other things, crankbaits, spinner baits, whatever. Mainly I'm going to focus on lures first. And the reason behind that is I get a lot of questions. Well, what would you get if you were bass fishing here? What would you get if you're bass fishing there? Folks, I have to tell you, it's the same thing. I don't care where I go. Pretty much what I take with me and what I've narrowed things down to is what works pretty much everywhere. Now, there's going to be some waters that it's not going to work on, and I will say this up front: I am not familiar with moving water, especially rocky moving water that you get more in the upstate of South Carolina, the mountains, outside of here. I'm more familiar with ponds and lakes than I am anything else. I have fished moving water, some brackish tidal areas, the Addendum River, but usually I'm fishing a slow flow. We're not fishing a fast flow, and it's more low-lying, mud sand bottoms. So we'll throw that out there. I'm not saying there are other things that won't work elsewhere. Alright, I'm going to break my things up into plastic worms, spinner baits, crankbaits, and I may touch on a few other things. Been trying something new, like some jigs, type of jig rigging. We may break it up even more into that. But that's what I'm going to do first. I'm also going to try and show some saltwater techniques. There will be some lures, probably jigs with grubs on them more than anything. There's definitely going to be some cut bait, or maybe even some live bait in that. I will get back into some live bait fishing, and it's not all going to be about largemouth bass by any stretch of the imagination. That's just what I have in my pond. That's what I'm what I have convenient, and what I will be doing at first. Just wanted to throw that out there and get that information to you, so you didn't think that, oh, I'm not going to cover this, I'm not going to cover that. And like I said, I'm not going to cover everything on any individual type of thing. But I'm going to break it up, and I'm going to break it up even more so that we're doing a video on each particular type of thing. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the next few videos. I know I said in my last one that I would be on water fishing. I will say there's going to be an introduction for each particular series that will not be fishing. Then the next video will be showing techniques. I'm out here by the pond right now, and we're going to shoot a few more. I wish I had time to do them all, or I wish I had the battery power to do them all in a row, because I would get them done and I'd get them out there. But it's going to take time, and there may be a gap. I'm going to try and get them out every other day, at least until I run out of videos. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I will read everyone. I'm not going to guarantee I'll reply to everyone, and some of them may not even need a reply.